G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I gang, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I gang, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, for the bank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run it like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Mouth with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands that me, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best. And I gang, on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold,
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Working with a 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk.
Oh, wow.
This is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one.
And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And they'll run with ETN. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
One more time with ETN. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And they try to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2nd and 3. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Colts at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It got his man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Shifts by him.
Yeah,
and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
I ain't gonna stress it.
It's a
when I
nice
stress it,
pickup
I
of
see where this
12
is going.
yards, and it gives him a 1st and
I see
goal.
where this is going. I will not stress this shit out.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And a little bit of
I will
space
not
there.
stress
Takes
this
it
game
inside
out.
the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with ETN. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
GPIs,
10-0 the score
his
after
tackles.
1 on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
They went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Christian Kirk,
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Patterson back out there to send this one away.
This is too funny.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads.
Everything.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it.
Every dog has their day.
Malaprop, if you come to a fork in the road, take it, because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games, and the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell from 17 yards out. And the Colts get a bit closer. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
Yeah, I can't catch a break.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Arnold. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
Jacksonville made Christian Kirk the headliner of their 2022 free agency spending spree, and he's one of the highest paid receivers in the league right now. So what do they expect? For him to get his first career 1,000-yard season and give them big-time production. He gets them a first down right there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 41, Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with ETN. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield now, Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown.
What a joke.
Jaguars. Travis Travis Etienne with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
This is a good team.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Be the first time beating him. Oh, Lord. Okay, man. I don't know what y'all got this lead today.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Crazy part is I'm moving the damn ball. You can't get a damn stop. He gets in everything.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
So in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Caught by Woods. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2nd and 4. Escaping the nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts.
I'm not catching no breaks.
As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So possession still there, but now they face a 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Colts. Ashton Doolin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taken in at the 3. Now Jones. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back to throw again. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Taylor. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Try to punch it in with Taylor, and I don't think he got in.
That's a touchdown, but okay.
He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why
not
go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On the ball. On the ball. You got Parker.
On play action, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
All I can do is laugh.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rush, he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
It's like the third pick that we had that you don't get.
Stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And they'll go again with Etienne. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
I left 14 points on the board just now. That's all me though.
I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on 1st down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let him come get the quarterback and dump it off. And there could be some room to roam.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
This shit outrageous.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky
I left 14 points on the board. 14 points on the board.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trayvon Walker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Come on, guys. Man, be retarded sometimes.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
No pressure I've been getting until that last 2 plays. Come on.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? On third down, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 36 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
As poor as his game was, I was still in it inside of that stupid-ass
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, it's the worst I play, and I still almost won. That's the craziest thing in the world.
No, not at all, because you may leave an
I could still win this game.
come back and get you.
Once more, ETN.
That's crazy.
Good work there defensively, so they're able to keep him out of the end zone. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Got it.
Going for it, here's ETN. And I don't think he got in. He did it. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now back to throw. Pass complete to Taylor. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man, it's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Come on, bro. End the fucking game, bro. Come on. Game over. What's he doing?
For the first time this game, multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
I feel like shitting on this. I had the chance to win the game.
Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half. They let you know that you've got to score points when you can.
You never know when offenses might go a little bit dry, and you need those points from earlier.
So for Jacksonville, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about